Today's topic will be a very important topic, and it is a very critical stage of the project where you have to take a big calls and you have to take a big decisions along with the business. So it will be more of explanation. It will be a less of SAP part. You have to understand the concept very well. See, so far I have tried to keep as much interaction with SAP, but this topic is something which you will be understanding without the SAP. So, and this is a very critical thing. So that is the reason I am going without SAP. And once we understand this concept, then it will be a uh, very easy for us to configure any system as per the ledger point of view, as per the asset accounting point of view. Okay, so I will directly move on here to SPRO, and we see here SAP reference IMG, and under that we went to financial accounting, and under financial accounting we have ledgers. Under ledgers we have ledgers, and here define setting ledgers where we have configured or all three company codes. Okay, so what are the three company codes we have? So let's go to 0L ledger and click on company code setting. So all Tata Motors company codes are related to us. Let me put it Tata Motors GB first. Yeah. So these are the three company codes which we are going live now. Earlier we went with this one. Then as a migration part, we will be doing Tata Motors US and Tata Motors GB. So this is a very critical stage where you have multiple company codes. So one company code uh, we have done, and we have taken a very simple case, vanilla case, to understand, to get familiar with SAP. But now we are trying to put more complex scenarios into the uh, training, so that it is very important for us to understand. And this is the area is very critical for any project. So this, if you make any mistakes here, will spoil your entire project. So you have to be very sure about it, and you have to, if you want, you can take your expertise help with your colleagues who has already worked, or maybe if you want, you can take your senior help and understand this one. So never ever do any small mistakes or a configuration here. So this is very critical, and do this configuration, ledger, company code, and accounting principle configuration properly. So just I will go with an Excel, what we have done and what we are going to do so far. So as of now, we said we'll go with company code India. We said like we'll go with company code India, and we have done all the configuration settings and everything. We posted few documents and it is working fine. Now what we are saying is we will go with company code US as a migration, and also company code GB as a part of migration. So these two company codes we are going live now. So Tata Motors France, we will do it later part if required, or else not required, we can skip this part. But just for more understanding purpose, I have added this one. Okay. Now, what is this? What configuration we have done for Tata Motors India? So Tata Motors India is having a financial year of April to March, and we have given posting period variant. So this posting period variant, it can be, we can keep same for all the company codes, but if you, because as we have a financial year same, if we see here, the financial year is same for all the four company codes. So as the financial year is same for all the same company codes, you have the option of keeping, you can keep this posting period variant separate, or you can keep same. So there will not be any issues. So it is always better to keep it separately, because sometimes happens India might do a India might complete their month-end closing faster than US, or US might close their posting periods faster than India. So in that case, you can open India and you can keep US uh, close for the previous next month or anything. So based upon that, based upon company code specific, you will have a feasibility or a flexibility to open and close posting periods based upon the closing process, month-end process, and all. So it's always better to keep a separate, but there is no harm if we keep us same to same posting period variant here. Okay, so far we have understood this one. So all the company codes we will have a same accounting principle, because it's a same group. Tata Motors is a group of company where they have a branches or a business in Tata Motors US, and they also have a business in Tata Motors uh, Great Britain and also in France. So that is the reason what business is thinking will have a single reporting structure. So at a group level, they are saying that Tata Motors, they want a group report at a single entity level. Means they want to see balance of Tata Motors India, they want to see Tata Motors US, and they want to see GB. So if it is a group of companies spread across different countries, so in that case, it is always good to have a group reporting. So for that group reporting, what we are doing is, so we are keeping a leading ledger, same leading ledger. Just hold on a minute. Yeah. So we are keeping same to same ledger for all of the entities, and also we are keeping same financial year, so that it will help us to get the group reports better way. So the same way, what we have taken a stand here, that we will have a single accounting principle that will give me a group reporting point of view. So I will assign, though it is a different companies, so for to get better group reporting reports, so what we are going to do is we will put a same accounting principle for all the company codes. Okay, so what is the accounting principles which we have now? So the accounting principle for group we have defined. So if we go to leading ledger 0L, so we'll go to 0L leading ledger. And if I show it to you, so this we have yesterday configured Tata Motors India. Okay, that is good. So for all the three company codes, Tata Motors US, also we have done same thing, same group accounting principle we have assigned. And for Tata Motors GB also we have assigned the same accounting principle. So it is a group accounting principle we can consider, and we have assigned it to leading ledger 0L. After that, there is one more thing we need to assign is accounting principle gap. So assigning of a accounting principle to gap. So in this case, we also did the same thing. So our accounting principle is TMIN. So for that, what we have done is, if I go back step back, here under parallel accounting, we have defined a accounting principle. So here we basically define an accounting principle. Our accounting principle is TMIN, so Tata Motors India, and this is going to be your accounting principle for group also. Okay. Then here I am going to assign the accounting principle to the ledger. So for TMIN, what we have done is we have assigned the target ledger group as 0L. So far, I think you understood properly. Then now we'll come to a second part of our ledger concept. So we'll go back again here. Now we said like, first I will explain here. So now we said like, we'll go with a non-leading ledger. So for India, I don't think we need here, because we'll get a reports as per Indian books, and we are not publishing these reports in USD or maybe in group, because business currently the business is doing in INR, and they are okay with to settle with INR only, and they don't want to publish these reports in any other currencies. So in that case, you can keep as it is. But for Tata Motors US, so Tata Motors US, their main reports are coming in USD, and for GB, their reports are coming, the standard local reports are coming in GBP. So in that case, what they are saying is, means the business requirement is they want to see the reports in INR also, and also they have a separate financial years and all. So in that case, we have set up a non-leading ledger where I can define my separate financial year. So here in this case, we can see US, for as per group, we are going with April to March, but as per their local requirement, we are going with Jan to December. So here also we have the option of putting same account, means accounting principle, so posting period variant same as it is, or you can keep it separately. So this we have to discuss with business, and you have to decide this one. So it will not be a big issue, but it is always be a, we have to discuss. So they want to keep the separate accounting posting period variant, or they want to keep the same posting period variant. So it's always better to keep a separate. Okay, so far we are good here. Like we are going with a small change only for US. There is a change of Jan to December. The fiscal year is changed. So because of that fiscal year change, what has happened is, as we are publishing reports in Jan to December in the non-leading ledger, and there are two more companies, and I have for France, we are not doing anything now. But for our understanding, what I have shown you here is, so for France also we are going with non-leading ledger 2L. So these are two different countries: Great Britain, United Kingdom, and France. Still, though it is a separate organization, I can create a single accounting principle and assign it to a same to same organizations, or a different organizations. So like Great Britain, I am using a local accounting principle, assign it to Great Britain, and the same accounting principle I also assign it to a France. So we can do it, and we can create a separate based upon the requirement. It is always better if there is not much changes, like financial year is same and the currency is going to be a INR, because we are going to publish the report in INR. So in this case, use the same to same local accounting principle for all the company codes where you have a non-leading ledger. So in this case, now in the case of US, what has happened is we have a separate fiscal year. So for that reason, we have created a separate accounting principle and assigned that to non-leading ledger, or a we are going to assign it to a non-leading ledger. Okay. So I just want to make adjustment here. This is not going to be a 12 and this is going to be a blank. I just wanted to give you a small understanding. So this is not going to be a 12. Okay, so here we will use a separate. Yeah, we will use a separate one. Okay, your non-leading ledger will remain same. Okay, and this is going to be your separate accounting principle. Okay, so you understood, like, even if this is the main important thing which I introduced, Francis. So you don't need to create a separate accounting principle for all the different countries. You can have a single accounting principle and can be used for a single non-local accounting principle and can be used for all the company codes. So this is needed only when there is a difference financially raised. That time you have to introduce a separate accounting principle. So now, what are the accounting principles which we have assigned? Let's see. So this is your 12 ledger and we'll go to company code. Position Tata Motors GB. For India, we don't need because it's the reports which are getting in INR is enough. So we are not going with a non-leading ledger for India. So what we can do is, so GB, we have created a separate accounting principle as local. So, but that is local means we have given as GB. So you can keep it as LOCL and we can like this, we can keep it as local LOCL. Basically, it will take only 4 characters. So you can put it as LOCL and you can assign it to multiple company codes with the same approach like this. Okay, but as we have initially gone with GB, so I have created GB. So you can put this accounting principle. And for Tata Motors US, we have created a separate accounting principles. If I go back here, we'll go to company codes again. So here you will see Tata Motors US, we have a separate accounting principle, Tata Motors US, and here also we have given a different fiscal year variant. So if you want, you can keep same as it is or a separate thing. So far, I think we are good. And here also we have assigned accounting principles to L to local. Okay, so I will show that step. I will go one step back. Accounting principle. So for GB, we have assigned 2L. And for US also, we have assigned 2L because yesterday we stopped doing the configuration, but we have stopped. Now I will going to do the further area, and I said also, like, for asset accounting, a small treatment we need to do it. So that treatment we are going to do it today. So this is a very critical important thing and we have to do it now without posting any transactions. So for Tata Motors US, as you know, like Jan to December is your financial year. There is a different financial year. So in that case, your group is having April to March and your non-leading is having a different financial year. SAP is saying that introduce technical ledger. You cannot go and configure asset accounting when you have a group with a separate financial year, means leading ledger has a separate financial year and non-leading ledger has a separate financial year. So in that case, you cannot go and configure your 2L ledger to your asset accounting. In that case, you have to introduce one new ledger, and that new ledger you have to configure in your asset accounting. So we'll go and configure TL ledger. We'll go back, define currency type, and click on new entries and ledger TL. This is for Tata Motors US technical ledger. This is only needed for asset accounting. So we are not going to post any transactions to this ledger. And here you are going to assign your company code only US. Tata Motors US. The fiscal year, which is very critical. So in the technical clearing account, here I will explain again. So it's remember that in technical ledger, always use which is equal to your leading ledger. In non-leading ledger, you can have Jan to December, but in make sure that in technical ledger, always use your account's financial year equal to your leading ledger. So this is very critical, which is recommended by SAP. So we'll create our V3 is our ledger which we have configured V3. V3 is a ledger which we have configured, and for Tata Motors US, you can give Tata Motors US, which we already created. And press enter and save it. So it should equal to your same accounting principles of your leading ledger. And then give the accounting principle here. Click on new entries and Tata Motors US and save here. Again, I will show you what we have done the configuration. So V3, which is our technical ledger we have given. I will go back and show you for 0L. You will see the same to same. V3 we have given Tata Motors US. V3 we have given. And for non-leading ledger US, just give me a second, little background noise is coming up. I'm back. So here, what we have to do is, or we have done is, so if I go and click on position, Tata Motors US, you will see we have used K4, that is our normal ledger. So far we are good here. Now, in this case, what we have done is 2L we have assigned it to local. That is like GB, and everywhere we have assigned this ledger. Here also for 0L we have assigned it to group accounting principle, that is Tata Motors India, which we have created. But to assign a technical ledger, what SAP is saying that you have to use your technical ledger plus your non-leading ledger. So I have to create one ledger group. So I have to create one ledger group like TL to L or a something, whatever the name you want to give, should have both TL ledger as well as your non-leading ledger. So let's create a ledger group. Save this one. Go back and define a ledger group. I will give my ledger group name as TL2L. So I always give what are the two ledgers which is going to be assigned here. So I will give the name as the same name. So this description will be Tata Motors US Technical Ledger Asset. So this is needed for asset accounting. So that reason I am just giving more details of it. Just select this one and click on ledger assignment. So under the ledger assignment, click on new entries. Here we need to give the details of the ledger. Let's say, so we have a technical ledger TL, and then we have a non-leading ledger 2L, TL and the 2L, and select representative ledger as TL, so that it will take TL as posting periods as a base to check whether my posting periods are open or not. Based upon that, if the posting period, yeah, if the posting periods are open TL, then it will try to post the transactions. If it is not open, then it will try to give a error like posting periods closed. Okay, so we have created one ledger group. Country region India does not store hard currency. Let me check. Country region India does not store hard currency. In internal program processing, the hard currency should be determined in country region India. However, the hard currency is not defined in customizing setting of the country in India. This occurs during the currency determination for the ledger 0L and company code global company Y10. Maintain the hard currency for country India. So this error is coming for someone who has maintained this company code Y10. It's not specific to us, but it's coming up. Let's see if I have the authorization, then I will maintain it. So hard currency, let me put INR only. This is not our error. This is something which students learning are coming up. So now let's go to ledger group. Let me see. Yeah. Let me go back and check my settings again. Financial accounting, global setting, and go to ledgers. Under ledgers, define ledger group. So this is our ledger group, Tata Motors Technical Ledger assignment. So it is not happened. Click on new entries and give TLS your representative ledger and 2LS your non-leading ledger. So this is needed and click on save. Okay, so we have given non-leading ledger. So this non-leading ledger, what we have given, or a technical ledger, what we have given, we need to assign here under the accounting, parallel accounting. Under parallel accounting, you assign this accounting ledger group. So Tata Motors US, you have to assign that particular technical ledger account group, not the non-leading ledger. Assign the technical account group here. 2L T2 TL2L. So this account, assign this account. Yeah. So for Tata Motors US, we have assigned the target ledger, which we currently created along with where we have entered 2L ledger as well as a TL ledger inside it. So save this one. And this is a very critical important aspect, which is as per recommendation of SAP, we are doing it. So now let's save this one again one more time. Yeah. So this we have done as per the accounting principles, basic concepts are needed. So the important aspect of doing this technical ledger is because of in the asset accounting, we have to use this one. So what we have to do is just give me a second, some background noise is coming. Yeah. So the important thing why we have done this technical clearing account and all are utilized in asset accounting. So we'll see that concept first in the diagram here. So for US, what we have done is we have for US we have created a technical ledger. So here in SAP we will have a accounting principle assignment to a group of ledgers to a depreciation area. So in that case, I will practically walk through you how we have to assign. Now we'll go back and go to asset accounting. Under asset accounting, go to depreciation. So for depreciation, we have not depreciation, we have organizational structure. Under organizational structure, We'll just need to copy. Earlier we already created Tata Motors India. So Tata Motors India we have created. Copy this one to Tata Motors India to Tata Motors US. Press enter. Yes. Click on yes. Okay, sorry. So Tata Motors here is we have used for Tata Motors India. So copy this one to US. Press enter. You really want to transfer the number ranges? Yes. Okay. Click on save. Save here. So now here the chart of depreciation US is been copied from chart of India. Basically, we should have taken from US, but that is fine. Now, what we have to do is go to your depreciation areas, ordinary depreciation, determine depreciation areas. Click here. Here there are two depreciation areas has been created. So let's will not go to this one. Yeah. So here under determine depreciation area in asset class, select this one. Define depreciation area and click on define depreciation areas. Select this one and select US. Here we have different accounting principles and different ledgers we have to give. Just give me a second. Still, I'm getting a little background noise. Let me close that one. Yeah, as we know now, for us, for country US, we have leading ledger. Earlier, it was not the case. We were having only one leading ledger, and there were no non-leading ledgers. But for US, we know like we have a leading ledger as well as we have a non-leading ledger. So in that case, as we have a leading ledger as well as non-leading ledger, so we need to, and we also created two different accounting principles. So one is for group accounting principle, that is TMIN, and one is separate accounting principle for specifically for US. So in that case, there are two accounting principles assigned to two different ledgers. Plus, we also have two different currencies. So where that two different currencies we have, go to SPRO, go to SPRO. Now click on reference IMG. Under this, we have a financial accounting. Under financial accounting, financial group global setting. Under that, we have ledgers. Under ledgers, we have defined accounting principle types. So from where we are saying that we have a two different currencies is select leading ledger and go to company code ledger. Here you will see there is two different currencies we have. One is local currency and other one is global currencies. So here in the same way you will also see this is specifically applicable for, sorry, we need to go to our company code Tata Motors US. So for Tata Motors US, you see here the first currency is 10 and the second currency is 30. So there are two different currencies we have. So as per the currencies, we have to define the combination of currency into the number of ledgers. So we have two currencies and we also have two ledgers. So multiply 2 into 2, two currencies into two ledgers, it comes as 4. So minimum 4 depreciation areas we need as per SAP standard process. So that is what SAP is also saying. So we'll go with that. And there are sometimes we create a currencies which is not specific to SAP standard, like you create your own currency with Y or a Z, and if you assign here somewhere, so that will not helpful. So the only standard SAP currencies will be used for asset accounting, and that too only three currencies we can use maximum as of now. Okay, so two currencies. So what we will do is we will set up now. We'll delete this for a moment and save this one. Okay, so as we have two currencies, I will explain that in practically here. Let me do it, undo here. Mhm. So here there are two currencies we have. So one is local currency. LC here stand for local currency. So for local currencies, we are going to define, we have two accounting principles. One accounting principle TMIN and other accounting principle TMUS. Okay, so we have one accounting principle as TMIN, that is the first one, and other accounting principle TMUS, that is the second one. So two accounting principles, and that is assigned to one currency, local currency. So what is our local currency? So our local currency is 10. So we'll assign two ledgers, group ledger and the other ledger, which is going to be TL2L here to local currency. Then again, we have what currency? We have currency 30. So currency 30 also we will assign one group ledger and one local ledger, means local accounting principles. Okay, so these two part of this particular currencies and we'll assign that to. Okay, now we'll set up this configuration. Uh, this I have assigned additionally because just to showcase that if you have any other currencies, OC basically I wanted to prefer that as a any other currencies if you have set up here. So in that case, you have to do like this. So 41, 42, and you can set up like this. Okay. So first, we'll assign these two. First, we'll assign one more uh, ledger with a group currency. One more ledger with local currency. So copy this one and give as 2. And this is going to be your local currency. So this is going to be your local currency. Yeah, we'll start with Tata Motors. Tata Motors local currency, and this is going to be for your different ledger. So that is group ledger, not group ledger, local ledger. So I need to give a local ledger here. Select this one. What is my local ledger? There is one step I missed, so let's go and do it that step. So assignment of local ledger. Go to parallel accounting. Under parallel accounting, assign a accounting principal to ledger group. So here For Tata Motors US, the ledger group which we have given is TL2L. Okay, so we already done it, so that is good. So we'll assign this Tata Motors US here, accounting principal, and press enter. So you will see here the ledger TL2L is came up, and give this as area post in real time and save it. So we have defined this currency now. So initially it was there, and these two are set up, and here you have to give GL posting will be happen in real time. Okay, now we have to define for group currency 31. So it's same as it is. This one, and copy these two transaction, and here uh, we can give it as Tata Motors local currency, and it is for group ledger. Group ledger, and save it. Now copy these two, give one as 31, and this is going to be your area does not post, and this will be for your group currencies. So here I will change it to group currency, press enter, and this is going to be my 32, and this is also going to be my group currency, and area does not post, press enter. So the same way I can show you to here. So these are defining for group currencies with the two different ledgers. This is optional. If you have additional currency, then only you need to define, or else not required. So in our case, it is not applicable. Just for understanding purpose, I have added that. Save this. Save this one. Okay. So now this has been saved. We'll go back to some assignments. So after this, the critical step is depreciation. So under depreciation, go to ordinary depreciation. Just give me a second. Here under general valuation, depreciation areas, under depreciation areas, depreciation, we don't have that step. Depreciation areas. Yeah. So here, specify transfers of APC values. So these two steps we have to configure. So for that, select this one. So here we need to give these particular details, like from where which we are going to configure and take the values. So for this one, you have to keep it 0 to 0 0, and it will be blank for you, same as it is. And here also you have to give 0 0. So just give 0 0 and always press enter. Don't give 0 0, press enter. Yeah, this is a trick. Yeah, so it's a trick. Just give me a second. Some noise. Okay. So never ever enter, keep it blank and press enter, then it will come blank. After that, for book depreciation, it will take values from 0 1, and for local ledger, it will take values from 0 2. So the same thing which we have mentioned here. So it will take values. 31 will take values from here, and 2 it will take values from here. Ledger group. So this different ledger is there. It will take values from here. So we need to just mention that here too, and select this to checkbox and save it. Okay, now go back to other one. Here also we have to do the same activity. It is going to be your 0 1, and this is going to be your 0 2. Here select this two and save it. After this, you have one more activity which you have to do is minimize this one. Currencies. Determine depreciation area for foreign currencies. Select this one and company code Tata Motors US. Select this one, depreciation areas. So book depreciation in group currency is US, not USD. It should be INR. And save this. Okay, there is one more config is there. Specify the use of parallel currency. So here, this is going to be your parallel currencies, group currency, and this is going to be yours group currency, and press enter and save it. This one is basically come from your local currency. So give this one and save it. After this, the basic configuration steps are done, which is critical. Then go to organizational structure, and not organizational structure, go to integration with general ledger accounting, and here you have to give a assign input tax for non-taxable. Yeah, assign input tax for non-taxable acquisitions. Select this one and go to company code TM US. So as we have done it from copying it from different company codes, so it has came up. So that is good. Okay, for GB also it came up. That is good. Save it. Now we need to assign this depreciation area to a company code. So let's do it. If this is done, so almost your you can take a long breath. Assign chart of depreciation to company code. Go here, and company code is Tata Motors US. Here it is coming from our standard which we have copied. So our chart of account is Tata Motors US. Press enter and save it. Yeah, so far so good. So it got saved, then we are good. Now we'll do the same thing for Tata Motors GB. So what we'll do is, as we have done a very good work on the Tata Motors US, so we'll copy it from the Tata Motors. First, let me copy it from Tata Motors US to Tata Motors GB. Tata Motors US to Tata Motors GB. Press enter You really need transport? Yes. Okay. Copy this one. Yeah, it is copied. Specified depreciation will come to that part. Tata Motors GB. So here for Tata Motors GB, we don't need a same accounting principle of US. We have created TM GB. So we'll give that one TM GB, and here also we'll give TM GB for Tata Motors and save it. So it is coming as local accounting principle. So here the naming which is coming here as Tata Motors India, that we need to change the text. So we'll go here, and for Tata Motors US, I will put it as Tata Motors USA, and for GB, I will put it as United Kingdom UK. Save it. Okay, so far so good. We have done for Tata Motors GB. So let's assign the Tata Motors GB to the company code also. So before that, there are key things which we have to check again. Go to depreciation, ordinary depreciation, not here, general valuation. Under general valuation, depreciation areas. Under that, we need to check APC value and the depreciation terms. So just cross verify it is coming properly. That is good. And then specify depreciation terms. Yeah, this is also coming correctly. Now we'll go to currencies. So currencies, determine depreciation area for foreign currency. Go to Tata Motors GB. Select this one. Yes. So your book depreciation should be GBP. We are going to do, or local currency will be GBP, and your group currency should be INR. That is fine. Click on this and save it. Okay, now we'll go to the next step. We'll go to the next step. Save this one. Specify use of parallel currency. So here it is coming as group currency. That is good. Save. Then the important and the critical things which we need to check is done. So we'll assign copy reference chart of depreciation here. And not copy, it should be assigned. So go to position. Company code is Tata Motors GB. So as we have copied it from the standard one, it will come as GB. So we need to change this to Tata Motors GB and press it as enter and save. So this is how the setup for Tata Motors United Kingdom is also done. So after that, we need to run two transaction codes for these two company codes. So that is physical year close. So go to transaction code FAGL FAGL TRVC. FAGL VRTC. Just I need to get the GL FAGL TR. Okay, so the first thing which we have to do is we need to close the fiscal year. So we have not posted any transaction. SAP is recommended that close the fiscal year, which is before we are going to post the transaction. So the fiscal year which we are going to close is FAGLGVTR, which is the transaction code, and don't give any ledgers. And carry forward fiscal year is 2022, and company code Tata Motors US, and execute in the test run. So posting not possible, specify open fiscal year. So here it is asking for give a open fiscal year. So that we have to do it in year other transaction code. Let's go to that other transaction code of asset accounting FAA underscore CMP, and minimize this one. Go to US, select your financial year, click on edit. Here the highest fiscal year will be 2023. Press enter and save it. And then for GB also will do it. Click on edit. Give the highest fiscal year is 2023. Press enter and save it. Okay, so this has been done. Now we'll check for non-leading ledger also impacted, and for US also we'll check for non-leading ledger. It is also got impacted. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to run this fiscal year now. Fiscal year close. So give 2022 and execute it. In the past, so that is fine. We need to check any errors are coming. We'll not get any errors because we have not even posted any transaction at all. We should not be getting any errors. It's taking time. That is fine. Yeah, so here we don't found any errors. Just close this one and go back. Just give me a second. We am getting some. Now we'll check for, we'll remove the test run and we'll execute in the production run. So this will update in the production run, and we are done with our tests. Basic config setting for asset accounting US. Then again we have to do it for other company code, that is for GB. So it might take some time, that is fine. Parallelly I will test in other screen. Yeah, this is done. So press enter. We are good here for GB, and now we'll do it for US. We are good for US, and now we'll do it for GB. Give a test run and execute it in the test run. Okay, so far we are good here. Then go back and remove the test run and execute in production run. And here again press enter. Then what we have to do is here just select, don't select anything, just click on enter. Not required. Yeah, just press enter here. So this is also done. Now how we are going to test is you have to give your company code along with the asset class which we already created. Give AS01 and the same asset class which we have created earlier, Tata Motors vehicle, and give Tata Motors US as your company code. Press enter. So 01 is not allowed in company code US. See the long text. So we'll understand the why it is not allowed, and all these basic settings and configuration, other configurations, we will do it in next training. So we'll close here. The basic configuration we have done for US and GB, and the creation of master data and posting some transaction. We'll do it in the next training.